All right, today we are talking my retirement from MMA coaching in UFC 321. Tune in. All right, guys, we are back. UFC 321. I'm really sad today. Today was a big day.
Why are you sad?
Well, the Bucks just lost, and that's why I'm wearing this. And it was, they lost to the Lions. I wasn't wearing this, but I thought I'm gonna stand in solidarity with Baker and the Bucks. So I put it on for the show to show that I'm not a fair weather fan.
Do you have any weird rituals that you feel like impact the game?
No, but I have one for fights.
Okay. Well,
So-
you told us one last week, and thank you for not going to Canada.
Oh, yeah, I didn't go to Canada.
2-0,
My
fight
guys
ready, smack
Yeah.
them. Beat the shit out of both of them.
Good. No, so what I actually have, I'm not kidding. This is like a superpower. Seriously, child will attest to it.
He's already shaking his head. Yeah, did you guys discuss this before the pod?
No, he
No,
didn't.
I already
but
know
he
what it
knows.
is.
That's enough.
Enzo, tell him what it is really quickly.
So if there's, let's say like John Jones
Quickly,
is about to
quickly.
get- say John Jones is about to get submitted, my dad would be like, "Oh, that's it," and then he doesn't get submitted. after
Every
that.
single time there is a submission, only a submission, not a TKO, not we. Literally, if they're in a submission, I'm like, we're done here. This is it. 100% of the time they get out. I mean, 100. I'm like,
You didn't call game with the Jourdain one, though.
what? I actually didn't even see that fight. I was
You just
in
beat
route
the
somewhere.
hell out of him.
I did call Jourdain to win, not via that, but yeah, no, it's a superpower. It's crazy. So that happened. So the Bucks. This is why I'm wearing my Buck shirt today. And then that's pretty much it. That's all the news I
don't
have.
want to derail the show completely. I also have a wardrobe thing going on,
Okay.
and I didn't mean to, but most of my
You
pants-
talk about your wardrobe a lot on this show.
No, I don't.
A lot.
No, I don't.
People in the comments reference how many times Brandon talks
You
about
talk about
clothes.
your wardrobe because you're always you're dressed like a Beastie Boy every episode. Oh yeah, come on! You're dressed like a Beastie Boy every episode, and you want to talk. People
Can't,
talk
you
about
won't,
your
you
wardrobe.
don't stop.
People talk about your wardrobe. All I was gonna say was most of my shorts have an inner lining on them now,
Mhm.
which has saved me a lot of money on underwear. Great.
You're not wearing underwear? Get out of my house.
I
Don't
grabbed
come into
the-
my house
I
for that
grabbed the
underwear on.
pair. I thought
Like,
they had a
dude.
liner.
Oh my gosh. Like,
So
what's going on?
I got the pillow covering. Keep your eyes averted.
Man.
Wait, actually, I did want to talk about one thing.
What do you want to talk about?
So I saw a video today.
Okay.
And I thought it was like one of the best videos. And maybe people in the comments have seen this video. It's this girl, this woman, and she's talking about the concept of playing pickup basketball. Have you seen this video?
No.
She's dumbfounded by the idea that men just govern themselves. She goes, it's unbelievable that everyone shows up on their own to the same place, the same time, and acquire teams without knowing each other's name, respectfully play the game, the loser respectfully gets off, and a new team comes in. And there's rules for everything. You shoot the ball, if it's out of bounds, you disagree on a call. She's like, can't believe the idea that men can just function in a society.
That's weird to me because now pickleball is ubiquitous. It's everywhere.
Yes.
And you go to there's some tennis courts down the road from us. That's how you know you made it in life, when there's tennis courts right down the road from you.
It's the opposite
that's
of a
really it.
pawn shop.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have
if
a
live
Whole
near
Foods or you
a
got a
Whole
Popeyes.
Foods or no, if you live near a Whole Foods or a tennis court, a public tennis court, you're good.
We're all right.
You're
Yeah.
done all right. But no, and I've only played pickleball, I think, one time. But we went there. There's a court. You put I forget, a racket or whatever it was, up keys or something, like just in a line. And then as one court goes, everyone kind of, it was exactly that. So I feel like she was Instagramming some stuff over there.
No, because have you ever played pickup ball?
Yeah.
You're speaking like someone who hasn't, because there's a lot of rules to it.
I know, but
everybody just knows the rules.
But when you play a pickup, anything, you go to a pickleball court. When you go, if you're going to go, to a basketball court, if you're going to play a pickup game.
What I'm saying is women write stuff down. They'd have to have charts. Anytime a woman's run everything, there's always a crazy set of guidelines and rules. And hey, there's a lot of red tape.
Now we're just being misogynistic.
No, men just in and out. And she couldn't believe it.
I think she is playing dumb for the gram.
She had no concept of pickup basketball.
We have here, I don't know how we got on this book.
Well, okay, wait. This is how we got on this book, because I walk in the room
Yeah.
and the master and the margarita is here, And I know that you have a special one. So this is not your one
No,
because
this is not the one, but I read Master and Margarita every single October for Halloween.
really,
Yeah.
that's your tradition.
Yeah, every year for, I don't know, 20 years.
This one's beat up. This one's got a lot of mileage on it.
This one actually doesn't. This is like, I mean, a couple years old, but I've given so many away that, you know, but I do have
Let's see this.
hold
This
on.
is special.
I don't even know if I've ever taken this out of the wrapper. Like, hold on.
This
Let
is
me
a
see what I
special
have
one.
here. So I have a first edition Master and Margarita. Did you help pay for this? Were you there for this?
No.
Oh, this is pre him. This is pre you.
This
at
is
the
pre
gym.
me because I've heard the stories of this
Yeah.
book. I've never actually got to see it.
So this is. I had a shirt on
Wow.
years ago, and it's in a first American U.S. edition because it's in English. It was actually a Russian novel
That's
by
amazing.
Mikhail Bulgakov, and it was. You know, what am I going to do with a Russian novel? What am I going to do with a first edition English novel? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to open it. But it is a mint condition first edition Master and Margarita. And I was wearing a shirt like 14 years ago of a shirt that was Master and Margarita. And Gabe asked me, he's like, what is that? I mean, we're in the gym. And I said, oh, it's my sister bought it for me. It's my favorite book. You know, whatever. And so this is, I don't know, October, November. So he got the whole fight team together and they all pitched in and they found a copy of Master and Margarita and they paid for it, bought it, you know, and gave it to me for, I think it was for Christmas that year. And it was probably a couple $1,000s. I mean, you know,
That's awesome.
yeah. So anyway, super awesome. Like I said, I don't know if I've ever taken it out of the like covered
This
wrapper.
is a special
So-
moment. Like I'm not going to drink with you tonight, but this is better than that. This is way better than that.
You should drink. I have the bourbon.
Wow, that was really cool. Thanks for pulling that out. The book too.
Yeah, so that's our Master Margarita. And then our last thing is I said on the intro, I'm out. I'm done in MMA.
Unbelievable.
Done. I told the owner of Fight Ready and the coaches at Fight Ready and all of the fighters today that I'm done coaching. I will be training Tracy and Henry Cejudo. You know, I'll be in the gym until their next fights. Then I'm out running businesses and gonna hang out with my family and gonna go live a civilian life. That's it.
Brandon,
I told you I was gonna do this.
yeah, I know, but you've told me
I mean, I've told you a lot over 15 years.
as a backstory. Yeah. How long have we known each other? I came into the gym when I was 18.
Yeah.
I'm 29 now. So 11 years.
Yeah, I've been telling you that I was going to be done in MMA.
From day one, because when I started at the gym, you were a college professor. You were an English teacher. And you were teaching at GCC and bringing guys over to come train that have eventually stayed with us forever, Eric Fimbers and on these guys. And I remember you sitting me down all the time and you go, hey, just so you know, I'm looking to get on full time at the college. I'll be done with MMA. This was 11 years ago.
I mean, it turns out I didn't get on the college full time, but I am done with MMA.
You've had a plan
later.
for world domination at every step of the way.
I know.
First it was that. Then I referenced your movie a lot. I thought that was the thing that was going to get you out the hood. Then you had the app. I thought that was the thing. The supplement company. There's been a million ventures.
Yeah.
From then to
Start
now.
to finish. Here we are.
I'm going to out you on 1-2. Fight Chalk. That was all you. That was all you. That was all
That
you.
was me.
But now is officially the time. You
I'm
got a
out.
real business and you're done.
I'm done. So, you know, I still have the gas station. I'm not going to say this new business because there's owners don't want everything public until we finalize. We're in escrow now. But I'm excited. I can't wait. And peace, people. I'm going to keep doing the pod though.
Well, happy retirement. That's congratulations. And I'm happy for you.
Yeah, I can't. I'm retired. I'm living the good life now.
You know, I think we all, you told me not to make like an announcement, but like I'm for the most part done with MMA too. And it's weird. We all started in this.
Wait, so are we just two like armchair quarterbacks talking about fights now?
We've become everybody else.
Yeah. So we're the gurus and the
We're
home of
everybody
fight,
else.
and we're like Clint, and you know, like we're just random guys.
We're no longer active. We're
Nope.
just a couple
No,
has-beens.
we're just a couple guys here on
We're
the couch
washed
talking
up.
fights.
It's still over.
Man, you guys are in for some stupidity.
There's no
now.
more cool insight from a current coach and a current fighter.
Nope. We're just
A couple
people.
old guys, average dudes.
Man, we're gonna give you guys a whole fight card.
Yeah, I think you know, I, I was into the concept, but I love our community.
Yeah.
I love people just sign up, just be chill and cool and come have fun, hang out, see some pics. So, and a lot of the best jokes get buried on the prelims. I'm going to be honest.
They do. So we're going to do the whole fight card. And then, we're going to plug something today.
Choose the next words carefully.
My son's in the room. Calm down. So there's I don't have any relation to this guy at all. I don't know him. He's just on Instagram. You've seen me.
That's his cousin.
No,
that is his cousin. I know this.
I mean, he's white, so we all look the same.
He's an Italian guy from New York.
Yeah.
I know this.
No, there's you probably see it on my Instagram all the time. I'm always posting the singer, Carter Vale. He's just funny. He just will on his Instagram, it's like he has ones where he's talking about aliens ain't shit. He's like, they don't know karate. I could beat him up. Like, it's just the funniest. The dude is really, I don't know if he's a comedian or a singer or just an entertainer or what, but you don't see good songwriting. You don't see clever stuff. Everything is very cliche, I think, right now. And this dude is just a clever, funny person. And so he has all these songs on Instagram, but then he also has he just put an album out on iTunes and Spotify, 6 songs or something of actual songs. The stuff on his Instagram is just funny stuff. But then he has a YouTube video for one of the songs, Madeline, and it's just a really cool video. I just like that guy. And he actually trains jujitsu. And I think in LA at a 10th Planet out there.
Did he DM you or something?
No. I've just randomly, Kindle actually initially sent me the video a long time ago. We were talking about aliens and she somehow came across this video and sent it. I was like, dude, that's the funniest thing ever. So I go through this dude's Instagram and I'm just looking at these funny videos. I'll sit there with my kids. They can attest with them. And we're just going video to video to video. They're hilarious. And so then I've just been watching this guy on Instagram and listening to his stuff. I think you guys should check him out. We'll put a link. I don't know him at all. I just hope he does well in life.
All right. Well, shout out Carter Ivy. Thanks, Carter. Awesome. Thank you for making it onto our show.
Carter Vale.
All
right. Let's get into these fights. Let's get in. Let me pull them up because this producer, he's not finding odds right now.
He's looking spiffy, though. I'm going to be honest. The red hair with the headphones, it's kind of a...
Yeah,
it's kind of a look.
He's got it.
You do look like
he's got
strip club DJ kind of thing.
His mixtape is coming out next week. All right, UFC 321. Aspinall versus Gane. This is in, where is this? Saudi or Abu Dhabi? This is Yas Island. This is Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. First up, we have Jaqueline Amorim versus Mizuki Inoue. Sorry, I have to pull up 2 separate things for the odds. And Inoue is plus 330 and Jaqueline Amorim is minus 400. What do you think of that fight and what do you think of those odds?
Well, I'm curious, did you have a look-see at this fight?
Yeah. I mean, the MMA coach Santino didn't watch women's MMA. but the quarterback armchair quarterback Santino, he watches women's MMA.
Maybe you can objectify him like the rest of us.
Yeah, I didn't watch a thing on this one, no. No, I did watch a little bit. I watched one fight of Inoue and I watched one fight.
Okay.
And I've seen Amorim a bunch. I actually know Amorim well. I mean, I don't know her well, but I've seen her fight. Our girl Gigi is actually out there helping her.
You're stuttering a lot as you say you know her. What's the deal? What's the deal with her? Okay, I'm just asking.
I don't know.
I just know her.
I feel like we saw Inoue. I mean, I don't know. I think we've seen Amorim with Sam Hughes, and if Amorim can't get that sub early, I really don't like her in a lot of bouts. I'm going with Inoue for the upset.
Okay, you did not watch tape. Yeah, that's as clear as day.
That's it. I watched a fight.
No, that's clear as day.
I watched a fight.
That girl is not physical. She's going to get taken down a million times. Amorim is going to destroy her.
Nice.
These first 4 fights are just complete. Layups.
They are. Well, 3, I would say. The 4th, we'll get to.
Okay, we'll get to.
We'll get to.
All right, we'll get to it then. Let's get to it.
Are we done there? So Amorim's winning?
Yeah,
via sub?
Amorim is going to smash her. Like,
Okay.
I don't think this is a relatively close fight.
Okay, well, let's get to a real fight.
Especially because the manager, we have the same manager. He says she's a terror in the gym. Like ATT, she's like a top girl, and she's finally like.
What do you have a manager for? Not for fighting.
Well, obviously for my good fucking looks. Sorry,
Your modeling career.
For my modeling career now.
All right, first real fight of the night. We have Azat, Maksum, and Mitch Raposo. And you know me, I'm always
You a chill OG.
Like Mitch Raposo. I'm always a really big hater on him.
Okay.
Nothing's going to change right now because he's not real. He's not a real fighter, and he's
a little
actually,
curly hair, overhand bad boy.
He just, even his overhand is like swatting it, and he doesn't fight. He moves a lot. It's Clay Guida's hair. Like Clay Guida fights, but his hair is just all over the place, and you're like, what the hell is going on? There's so much going on. You're just entranced by the movement of somebody's hair, and that's Mitch Raposo. Is he's just here? He's switching stances, and he's, hey, look, I'm doing something. I'm active. And he's just durable enough. He has good cardio. I like his cardio. That's where I'm at with Mitch Raposo.
Okay.
But he doesn't really, I don't know how Raposo is going to win. He kind of blitzes people and throws, and then they get.
Because he can't really hold people down.
Yeah, he'll get the takedown, they pop up, and then he gets calf kicked. And then, he's a very fine fighter who doesn't know how to fight. And we see that a lot. His skills are fine. He just can't fight. And on the other side, we have Maksum, who
that boy loves to fight.
He can fight, and his stand-up's not overly technical, but it doesn't need to be. He just swings hard.
He's got very fast hands, accurate hands,
and
too.
like long, stiff punches and just throws. Like he's mean about it.
Yeah,
and the boy can wrestle, and he can wrestle.
His wrestling is unbelievable.
He actually did in the Charles Johnson fight. I think I think it was Johnson or Tagir. He actually had a head and arm, and it looked like he was going to sit into a guillotine, and he didn't. He did it like the chest wrap, like a head pinch in wrestling, that like I do for the sweep or for the anaconda. And I think he ended up coming up instead of going anaconda. I think he went Darce on it, but I loved it.
I think he did it to Gear because I went, holy shit.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think it might have been. But anyway, he can offensively wrestle, defensively
They were talking
wrestle.
about how he wanted to go out and wrestle Tagir in the fight. And then Tagir gets in on this like crazy deep one. And
10
I'm like,
seconds into the fight.
Yeah, and I'm going, oh, as they're saying this kid's going for a ride. Like he has no idea what he's dealing with. And then he just whoop, like
Tagir lifts him up and tries to knee bump him 3 times, and he just falls on a leg. Like, dude, he's good. With Charles Johnson, he gassed out, and then Johnson is good, man. Johnson is really
very good, yeah,
very solid. Does he finish Raposo submission?
Submission, you think? Probably
you
not.
Think KO, TKO?
I think it's probably going to go to decision.
Okay. I could see that. I can see it being very dominant regardless. I don't know if he can put him away.
I think he's going to smash him, though. Like I said, these first few fights are...
Absolutely. All right, next up we have Chris Barnett.
Wait, Dad, before you say this next fight, I'll bet you $1 you say this next name wrong because you got the last 3 wrong.
Whoa, we have a hot live wager.
Isn't it your bedtime?
Whoa, we have a hot live wager going on. What's the deal? Let's hear it.
Hamdy, Abdelwahab.
Actually, you owe him $1, dude.
Hold on. It took him 2 tries.
No, he did it on the first shot.
I got it.
That's one take, Jay. Go get your $1, dude. Go get the $1. You owe him.
And then Chris Barnett. And Chris Barnett is plus 285, and Hamdy is minus 350. Who do you got here?
Hamdy's gonna win. Barnett just doesn't do anything. It's.
Have you seen him do a cartwheel? What do you mean he doesn't do anything? No, but he was. I really, really respect Barnett when he was on my 800-pound life, and remember when that other woman got on the scale, and he was like, "Damn."
Wait, is this a real scene?
I'm pretty certain that was Chris Barnett.
He said,
Damn.
That's a fat bitch.
It's fat. Anyway, yes, go on. Tell us about Chris Barnett. But it's impressive that he lost all that weight, and now he's in the UFC.
He didn't lose that much weight. He got another 800-pound life to lose. I think he's a fun guy, but he's not a real fighter. It's all spinning wheel kicks. He's got awful cardio and can't grapple. The thing is, Hamdy, for as Hamdy as he is, he can wrestle. He's got a good single leg entry, gets guys down. He doesn't really know how to fight yet, but I don't know if that's a concern here. Like Barnett's going to be dead after a couple minutes. Hamdy can box actually. Like he's got power in his hands. He's a big dude and he's got more skills and actually just tries. Even if he just sits behind his jab the whole fight, I still feel he's going to win. Barnett has to really, really clip him and get lucky. And I don't know. I like Hamdy by a lot here.
You are an armchair quarterback. You said something ridiculous.
What did I say?
If Hamdy sits behind his jab, he doesn't know what a jab is.
Oh, that dude can jab.
No, he's going to just swing wild punches at Chris Barnett. And it doesn't matter what you call him because they're going to hit Barnett and he's going to fall over. But no, I mean, Hamdy, I can't see this going any other way than, honestly, the most surprising thing to me would be is if this fight got out of round 1 and they both weren't death gassed. Like that would shock me, especially Barnett.
Well, they just gave him a less fit black man. He went to a split decision the first time with a super jacked one. They're like, all right,
we need to lower our height and wide, up our weight, lower the height.
Different dimensions.
Yeah. No, I mean, Barnett just, he doesn't have a great chin. He doesn't offer a lot besides the spinning stuff. I think Hamdy by KO is definitely the play on this one.
By KO?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because Chris not going to make it.
No, I think Hamdy hits hard. And actually, you said it, his boxing's not bad. He actually doesn't do a lot of bad stuff. I mean, again,
his fundamentals are fine
for a heavyweight. If we're talking for a 135er, he's horrible.
If we're talking for a world boxing level,
yeah.
That's the thing is when we make him. Wait, I heard something. I need to shout out Dogfather. Every time I make a comparison, and I'll be like, "Yeah, this guy shoots from halfway across the cage, just like Khabib used to do," and he'll be like, "You really think this guy's like Khabib?" And I'm like, that's not what I'm saying.
Calm down.
And then there was
Pick up the sarcasm.
There was a fight I was watching today. It was Jake Collier. It was Jake Collier and Chris Barnett.
Yes.
And he hits that Superman punch reminiscent of GSP. And I just thought of like Dogfather and him just going, it's not fucking GSP.
Yeah.
That's not GSP at all. It's Chris Barnett.
All right. Hamdy for the win, and I'm $1 richer.
Yeah, dude, you owe a debt.
Yeah, now that I'm done in the sport, does this mean I can just start losing all my money gambling with you?
You can gamble now.
I can gamble.
That's right. All right, Papa Dana White.
All right, next up, we've got José Delgado and Nathaniel Wood. And let's see. Nathaniel Wood is plus 125 and José Delgado is minus 145. I want to hear your thoughts on this first because this is a fourth fight. Is this the one you're thinking?
This is going to be an amazing fight.
Yes.
No, this is not a tee-up fight at all.
That's why I said the fourth fight is this.
Okay. I thought there was other fights.
Yeah, I was like, were you thinking Walker and Sutherland? Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm on Tapology now going from bottom up, so maybe these aren't correct. I mean,
we're going to get there eventually, and I'll give my opinion on it. Till then.
Okay, so Delgado and Nathaniel Wood.
We don't have a ton of fight time on Delgado. We just don't have a lot, and especially a lot at a high level. And we do have a lot of Nathaniel Wood. And what we see with Wood every time, the dude is like a perfect fighter, but he's got a bad chin and he's a little bit small for the weight class. And then I look at Delgado, and Delgado, one, he's really high volume, and he's got this insane combination of what?
No, I know where you're going with this, and it's funny.
Where he's very powerful, but he also is like...
Well, no, I thought you meant like the actual combo that he throws. It's almost always like march forward 1-2 or 2-1 right knee. Like the actual, I thought you meant like like his fight combination.
All right, well, tell us that. Tell us about it.
I thought that's where you're going.
Go ahead and tell us about it. I want to know now.
Yeah, he's always like cross, like 2-1, just stepping through running, and then he just brings that right knee right up. That's what happened with Haidir Emil, and then he just swarmed him with.
That was pretty nasty.
After. No, it's beautiful.
Here's the thing. I just think he's huge. He's going to be really big compared to Nathaniel Wood. He's very skinny frame, which gives him that tall. He's so much taller, but he carries a lot of power, and he's not like gassing himself out. He's very precise.
Anybody else that Nathaniel Wood has fought at 145 that's really tall and carries a lot of power?
Tell me.
Hold on, train of thought. Lost my train of thought.
Try to hit me with the sarcasm.
Andre Feely, and he handled that well.
I think Delgado's nasty.
I think Delgado is. Do you think Delgado is better than Andre Fili?
I think if they fought,
No, not his chin, because Fili's chin has been chinned one too many times.
but I mean that's all part of it. I
Right.
think if they fought, Delgado would probably win.
Okay, yeah, I can see that now. A few years ago, in his prime, do you think he would have in Fili's prime?
Well, then Delgado would also have been pretty young.
No, I mean if there's
The
prime
same- okay.
Delgado, prime.
I
Fili.
don't know. I think it would be very competitive. I think the grappling would probably be a big factor for Fili.
Yeah.
But striking on the feet, I still would favor Delgado.
Okay.
I'm going to pick Delgado in this fight. I think that power is a deal. I think his size is a deal. I think his mobility is a deal. And I love Nathaniel Wood as much as the next guy, but he does get hurt. And sometimes he doesn't wear damage very well. So I'm going to pick Delgado, not with utmost confidence. It's going to be an amazing fight, I hope.
Yeah. I like Delgado. I think I was like, I don't know. I'm generally pretty high on him. I think he's tough. I don't think he's overly refined on a skill set level. And, but he has
And Nathaniel's like the most refined.
the most refined. Delgado is big and durable as shit. And big and big and big. And he
And
has
he loves to fight.
brings those knees. Yeah, he's down, just throw down. Nathaniel is small, hittable. He's not hittable. He actually moves great, but when he does get hit, we've seen him hurt. Like we've seen him come up and wait, and but I think he's wearing the weight a little bit better the more time
he has,
spends
yeah.
there. The other thing is, as short as he is, I think he actually has a pretty good reach. I don't know it even numbers wise, but I mean, like looking at him, it doesn't look like he's at such a disadvantage. I think the skill set here, 100% of it goes to Nathaniel Wood.
Yeah.
The volume, I think Delgado, I don't even know if I want to call it volume or just spamming. Like he's just in your face brawling the whole time. Where when I think of volume, I think of like I'm on Zahabi. It's like jab, 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 like points.
No,
points,
let's
points,
not
points,
talk
points.
about. No, we're not going to talk about him. I'm not
I
giving
think
this a
that's
platform.
called exactly.
I'm
how
not
I
going to give
said
it a
It's-
platform
it
because
is
he
a
lost the
platform.
fight.
He didn't, and Cheeto can cry.
I
But
cried.
Cheeto just stands there and doesn't actually fight and expects people
No,
to
we're not
like,
going to.
do
We're
their
not.
thing.
Enzo, next one.
Just-
Keep this podcast moving along.
No. So,
Dad, next one.
all right. Well, he said it, so we're done. No, I like Nathaniel Wood here, and the reason why I like Nathaniel Wood is the overall package of technique. And he has the head movement. He has a high guard. He feints really well. He will calf kick on the outside. And the thing is when Delgado presses, I think Wood is going to be able to wrestle and scramble and negate a lot of those blitzes. He's got to watch the knees. He's got to watch those knees up the middle. And the issue for him is he's got to watch the knees up the middle for 3 rounds. Like
That's my biggest thing is I think Nathaniel Wood could win probably like 11 minutes of this fight.
yes.
And then there's just going to be one weird exchange where Delgado gets up and Nate's just slow for a second. And then he's just like, all right, it's time.
It might not be the right fight, but I think it is. And I don't even want to look and waste the time. Was it Jake Mathews versus Semmelsberger that Mathews won every minute of the round, and then the last like 10, 20 seconds would get put on death's door?
Yeah.
Was that the one where it's
It was
just
infuriating.
similar to that? But I think Nathaniel Wood is going to get it done, and we've seen him against was it Gafarov or no it was who's that big ass who cheated like 100 times?
Oh, Naimov.
Yeah, we saw him handle Naimov, and he did get hurt, but man, I think Naimov is a much better wrestler and much more physical than Delgado is.
I would agree.
And I thought he handled a lot of that well. So I think Delgado is tough. I think Nathaniel Wood is going to be a little bit too technical at this point in Delgado's career.
I'm honestly excited to see what Delgado has because it's going to be the first fight where it's not going to be done in 2 seconds.
Yes, it's the first real fight.
Fight.
I
Let's
mean,
see it.
he clipped Hadier, and not to say that he can't put Nathaniel Wood out early and like these are flukes, because I don't think they're flukes. Nathaniel Wood is on another level than the guys.
Sometimes you got to take fire to the wood.
I think this is next.
Give me a hand up, dude. All right, mute your damn mic. Next fight. He said it's been muted.
All right, Valter Walker, Louie Sutherland. Walker's 14-1. Sutherland is 10-3. The odds here seem a little interesting. Walker's -310. Louie Sutherland is +260. For me, the only thought on this,
You love Sutherland. I'm ready for it. Give it to me. How much you love him.
I love Sutherland so much. So
Look into the camera. Enzo, zoom in on him and then tell us how much you love him.
I just wonder, can Valter Walker make it 4 in a row? 4 heel hooks in a row.
Probably.
Is he at 3?
He's at 3 in a row at
That's
heavyweight.
incredible.
It's insane.
Really?
Who is it? Kennedy, Dontel, and then Ty, right? Tuivasa or
not Ty.
no,
Junior.
Junior Tafa, whatever. It's crazy. But the crazy thing about the Nchukwu fight was
that he hurt him.
That he just blitzed him and punched him and grabbed him and was able to. I mean, he kind of dragged him down a little bit, took his back, and then jumped for it right there. The Sutherland thing, he does a decent job defending shots early, but he will get entangled.
And when he gets tired, it's bad.
It really is bad. Now, Walker gets tired as well, but I think Walker round 1 is going to have enough. This is a 1-round fight. Sutherland's going to clip him early, or Walker is going to get him down and get the submission. I think Walker blitzes him and gets a submission in round 1. The only thing, though, is, again, I don't know if it's going to be a heel hook, because I think he'll actually be able to get him down and beat him up a good amount and maybe get a rear naked.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a
heel hook, just because I think Sutherland's not good enough. Like, the other guys are actually decent enough to defend, and oddly enough, that puts him in the weird position for him to attack that heel hook.
Those are pretty unlikely. And honestly, I mean, it's hard for me to get behind a guy that drops for heel hooks at like minus 300.
I know.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
We got to see what Walker sub is, and then Walker heel hook is.
Well, they're not going to be nice prices. And I wouldn't even, I agree with you, because so I watched the Slim Troublessi fight to see Sutherland's grappling.
Yeah.
And like you said, the first couple, he was like, all right, decent enough hips, but then Slim would just start cutting the corner. Yeah. The thing about Valter, I will give him credit, because I've always been hard on him. I picked Rebecki against him. Yeah, thank you.
We both did.
Yeah, we both did. One, he is kind of relentless, like even when he's gassed and tired, but he's a pretty good cage wrestler. Like, he's just very good at just driving guys to the cage, lowers his level, gets underneath the butt, drags you out, puts you down. He's getting good at it. And I think he's just going to do that to Sutherland a lot. Sutherland's going to be a lot smaller than him.
Not horribly. I think they list him as 6'3", isn't that? No, I think Walker's 6'5", 6'6". So, I mean, it is, I think he's going to look a lot bigger than him, but I don't know if it's not like he's 5'10".
Big enough to wrap his arms around Sutherland's butt and lift him and drag him to the ground. I think he's going to smash him 1 round.
All right. Next up, we've got, I'm actually kind of excited and intrigued about this fight with 2 kind of no-namers. We have Al-Selwady, Abdul-Kareem Al-Selwady. He's 15-4 out of Fortis MMA against Matheus Camilo, who's 9-3 and is fighting out of Vegas. And people have been really high on Matheus for a long time. Are you aware of his aura up there?
You're just telling me King Casey.
Everybody is huge.
Tell us, what's the aura? What's the stories?
Well, one,
because he's not doing it on film.
I know, and that's the thing. Everyone goes. I mean,
you're talking about the
Vegas,
managers and stuff like that.
Yeah, managers, fighters. Like I was up there talking with fighters, and some of them were. One of them was saying he's the best rounds that he gets in the gym are with Camilo, with Matheus. And he's like, everybody else I can break, everybody else cardio-wise, like around 45, 55 size. He's like, I can do a lot of really good things. He goes, he just doesn't get tired ever. He's like, which we saw that in the Gabe Green fight, but he death gassed himself on the, was it a triangle? Yeah, and then, yeah, it was triangle.
We've actually seen it in a lot of fights.
Yeah, I know, but apparently he said that a couple of people have said he used to get tired, and then all of a sudden, like, now he's not getting tired anymore. So
steroids,
always. So anyway, though, and then Al-Selwady, he can actually grapple. He can actually wrestle. We saw it with Loic. We saw him moving around really well. The other thing he does is he's not. I don't want to call him a great puncher, a great striker, but he moves a lot, and he actually moves a lot, makes people kind of track him, and then as they're coming in, he'll throw. We saw it on the contender fight against, was it Gage Young? Is that who?
Yeah,
it was Gage Young. Wait, was it Gage Young or was it the kid from?
You're talking about for Al-Selwady? He fought George Hardwick.
George Hardwick, that's who it was. So Hartwick, though, doesn't have the power, and the speed, but Selwady was striking with him just a lot. And then with Loic, he was like, nah, let me shoot. Let me wrestle. I mean, Loic's a big, scary dude who hits probably a hell of a lot harder than Hartwick. And so we saw that. I think if he wrestles Matheus early, I think he can win this.
Because Matheus doesn't really have great takedown defense.
No, but the issue, though, is Al-Selwady in Abu Dhabi, does he just try to strike with him? And Matheus is fast, and he's going to rip body shots. And it really, I mean, Matheus is plus 100 to, I think, like minus 110 for Al-Selwady. I'm not confident. I would have to go Matheus or don't touch it, because I'm not confident in Al-Selwady to like go in there and just go straight off the bat into a wrestling game plan. And I don't think he can actually strike with Matheus. And I think Matheus is fast. And the other thing, and then I'll kind of sum this up, is Matheus does the right stuff on the cage. He has that good old school Brazilian switch the stance, kind of stall out. And Al-Selwady is not great on his cage wrestling. He definitely has better wrestling out in the open. And with Loic, it was more Loic rushing in and tired, and Al-Selwady kind of blast doubling him, getting him to the ground. I have very low confidence in this. I think Matheus is going to win, because I think Al-Selwady's balls are going to be too big for his striking ability.
Yeah, I think you should not be confident in that. I don't think Camilo's going to win.
Well, you also told me that I was stupid for thinking Brendan Schaub was going to win, or not Brendan Schaub, Brendan Allen.
I would still tell you that too.
Hey, it is what it is, and that Ayman Zahabi was going to win. You said you were mean.
Zahabi did not win that fight.
He won the fight. I told you it was going to go exactly like that. It's going to be move, touch, move. He's in Canada.
He fights the worst style. I mean, it's a good style, but it's like,
yeah, it's not fun.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, tell us about Matheus in Al-Selwady.
Matheus, I watched remember the fight that he had in Zombies promotion with the guy who got up on the mic and was like, so I went back and watched that fight. I was curious. I was like, man, he really won this fight. What an awful fight. Like, it was just a boring fight. And Matheus just stands there and he's slow. Like, to me, he's slow. He's kind of plodding, and then it'll be like a blitz, and then it's just like back to like this again. And the thing that I'm seeing with Selwady, insane lateral movement. You can't really pin him down. And, you might be saying Camilo has insane cardio inside the gym, but it's just not what we see in fights. Yeah. He slows down every single time he slows down. He does it every fight. He even lost, and I need to shout out the guy, Eric Mercado, legend of the game. Someday when he retires, it's going to be your jersey up in the rafters, Eric Mercado, side by side.
I'll take it.
Well, he choked out Camilo because he was death gas. Yeah. He's like one of the worst guys on the planet, right? And we see this time and time again. Selwady, that's his whole thing, is his gas tank. I mean, he's amazing. The lateral movement, I think that Camilo's going to have to follow him the entire time. I think that's going to tire him out. I think Selwady's pretty good at catching kicks, and he blasts doubles right in the center of the cage. I think every stand-up is going to wear on the Camilo gas tank. I think this is just a touch, move, wrestle, complete MMA fight from Selwady. I think he wins this one.
If Selwady puts together an MMA game plan, I agree with you 100%.
He watches the show. You know that.
Selwady.
If you're watching this.
Shoot.
Not that kind.
No. That's no explode. All right, next up, what do we got?
You're not going back to Yaz Island soon, right?
Not going
All right,
anywhere.
We're good then.
This is actually my fight of the night. Matheus Rebecki against Ludovit Klein. Let's see.
I got a hot take here.
I want to hear your hot take, because we've got Rebecki at plus 111 and Ludovit Klein at minus 131. What do you got here?
I think Rebecki's going to smash him. Smash.
Why?
Here's why. I think, one, since Ludovit's moved up to 155, right? A lot has been made of him at 155. He beat AJ Cunningham, the ghost of Thiago Moises, and then Roosevelt Roberts, and then he lost to Gamrot. And it's weird, that level. That wasn't a middle ground. That was all the lowest tier guys, and then you got top guy.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how Ludovit is in this weight class, right? He was kind of a small 55er. He was, his big 45, small 55. Then I look at Rebecki. That dude is like, he's huge.
He's fit.
He's filled out.
He's very fit.
He's 5'7".
Tall.
He's got great hands. He really does have good hands. He puts combinations together. And it's not, again, this beautiful boxing technique. It's like, I'm here and I see an opportunity for like 9 more punches. I'm going to take it. He's not afraid to get dirty. And I know the main thing people are going to talk about is the damage in all the last fights. But also remember, Ludovit's mostly a kicker. He's a kicker, mover, jabber. He sees his way into fights and he's becoming better at like the course of a fight because he used to get so tired. But every time he ends up on his back, he looks very amateurish. We saw that in the Gamrot fight. He ended up there and then couldn't get up. Rebecki, he takes every single person down. There's not been a fight where he hasn't taken these people down. And he's taking down good guys. Like Oralbai, he's taking him down. That's something. I think there's a major grappling edge for Rebecki. I think his hands and his pressure are going to be a big deal on Ludovit. I think almost everything Rebecki does is forcing Ludovit to use his gas tank. And, you know, Rebecki, like sometimes I can't believe how hard of a pace that guy can push. He goes forever and ever and ever and ever. But I think eventually he's just going to get on top and brutalize him. Honestly, his jiu-jitsu is kind of nice too. I like Rebecki here.
I thought I was going to like Rebecki just like pre-tape. And I was like, yeah, I love his head movement. I love his footwork. He's always moving. He doesn't open his stance when he moves left and right. He stays shoulder right at him. It's kind of a weird herky-jerky head movement. Like it kind of
he's always kind of like dipping
like a little off rhythm,
yeah.
You know. But he punches well. He has good stuff, and then of course his wrestling is great. I think you're being a little bit harsh on Ludovit on his grappling.
I think he's come a long way, and he's a good grappler. I just think Rebecki is like a power wrestler.
But here's the thing: is like in the Gamrot fight, Ludovit was doing the right stuff and trying to get up, and he couldn't, so he had to take guard. It wasn't like that wasn't his first course of action. Then in guard, of course, that was.
But I also think the big difference too between Rebecki and Gamrot is Rebecki's a bigger danger on the feet, and he's going to be forcing like Ludovit on the back foot. I think that pressure is going to be different than Gamrot.
Well, I think Ludovit's speed is great, and he does like his left kick, but these are 2 southpaws, so that's not gonna middle kick it that way. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of calf kicks because Rebecki's heavy on that lead leg. Rebecki has been kicked quite a bit before. We saw it on those inside calf kicks. I think outside, I think Ludovit is going to take advantage of that. I think he is so much faster and cleaner than Rebecki, even with his hands. I think he was predominantly a kicker, but as he has moved up to lightweight, I think he is doing much better with his hands. Not that he was ever bad with his hands, but he was cleaner, sharper going. But he's really fast, and I think his cardio is there. I think his cardio. Rebecki goes so hard that he tires himself out.
But he tires everybody else out too.
He absolutely does.
Like we never seen Oralbai like that before.
No, but we've also never seen Oralbai fight a guy as good as Rebecki before.
He dragged him to hell.
Yeah. He did. He absolutely did. I think I like Klein here. I like Klein. I think the speed, and I think Klein is just a little bit smarter. I mean, look, dude, we've got a German versus a Polish guy. Like,
what are you saying?
Nothing. What are you saying?
German engineering versus what? What is Poland's number 1 export other than sauerkraut?
Polish people.
All right. Well, had enough of that.
They're all leaving.
Yeah.
No, I like Klein here, and I think it's going to be a very fun fight. But this is the fight I want to see.
All right. What's up next? What do we got?
Well, our producer doesn't have it. Producer Santino, he'll let you know.
I watched Santino hit his kid right now. I don't know what happened in the break. I don't know. It got cut from the clip. Enzo, are you okay? Blink twice if you need help.
Just start licking the blood off. All right. Next up, we have Ikram Aliskerov in Janyang Park. Iron Turtle. Now, do you know what Iron Turtle comes from? His nickname?
What?
Stop.
What?
You just looked at me. I'm like, no. No, do you actually know what it comes from?
No, I'm asking. I don't know.
It's the name, I guess, of a ship, of a Korean ship that was supposed to be like impenetrable. This Iron Turtle is what the name of it was, like a warship. I just figured like he looked like a turtle and he was tough. Like it's like a ninja turtle.
I bet I could penetrate it.
All right. Aliskerov is good. I mean, he's 16-2. He's beating up cans.
That's his biggest thing. He's beating up cans.
Yeah.
Be honest, his striking kind of looks sloppy.
100%.
He's a little fatty.
Everything loops. There's no like deliberate movement. Everything's just over the.
He's
everything
a really
has
hard
an arch
puncher.
on it.
Big Russian guy.
Yeah, any big Russian hits hard. His kicks come from really far. Turtle, boom, stick in the jab. Head movement, sticks the jab.
He's gonna smack him off.
Cardio for days, and shoots, takes the back.
He's gonna destroy him.
Turtle.
He's gonna destroy him.
I love Turtle right here.
He's way sharper.
And what were the odds? Did I say it already?
+2 something
For Turtle, right?
for Turtle.
Yes, I think he's gonna murder Aliskerov,
Yeah, I did too.
and I think he's gonna break him.
Let's keep
he's
the
gonna break him.
underdog as the shortest breakdown of the night.
Done.
He's gonna break him. I
I think
think
it's it.
if he gets out of round 1, I think he's in the clear. Let's go.
Speaking of breaking him, we're in Freak Show this last weekend, which is why I didn't go to the fights.
For the people, that's a big wrestling tournament. It's a massive one in Vegas.
Biggest one on the West Coast. So you have 2 this weekend. You had Super 32, which is in North Carolina on the East Coast, which is more of the biggest high school wrestling tournament. Freak Show is really big in high school. Like we had a high schooler in the 18U division. There's 160 kids in his division.
Wow.
And he went like 6-2 and didn't place. So it was
That's crazy.
it was wild. So we had so Freak Show is very big, but then they also have the youth middle school and stuff as well. So my son wrestled the 12U, and then he wrestled the next day in the 13U. And first of all, he was the smallest kid in the 12U, and he was by far the smallest kid in the 13U. And he's in his 3rd or 4th match, I don't know, and he's wrestling this kid, and the kid is up by 4 points going into the 3rd round, and they're just scratching and clawing. And the 3rd round starts, and my son gets a takedown, and the kid is like fleeing the mat to get out, and they don't give him points, does it again, flees the mat, and this kid is just dying. And I'm like, Lennox, he's broken, break him. And he just went in there and just dogged that kid out, just grabbed, he's like shooting, the kid's just trying to stall. And he just grabs him and just like spins him, like just throws him down to the, just
he put old boy in the spin cycle.
Yeah, he just threw him down. And then he locks up a far side cradle, and he's trying to turn him, and this kid's just like hanging. He just jumps over the top, suicide rolls, pins him with 5 seconds left.
Legend.
It was all cardio and grit. This kid is dying, and he just broke him. And that is exactly what is going to happen with
In
Iron
this
Turtle
fight.
and Aliskerov.
Good. I'm glad we did the shortest breakdown on the fight card,
Yep.
followed by the longest story of a wrestling.
Hey,
kid.
sometimes we got to tell some stories.
It's called balance.
Yeah, they show up for the fights. They stay for the stories. All right, next up, we've got Nasrat Haqparast and Quillen Salkild.
No, you're going to get grilled for this one.
What is
because every time he
Quitman?
fights, you say this. Say
What
it
do I
again. Say it again.
Quillen Salkild?
No, other one.
Nasrat Haqparast?
Oh, okay, that was good. You always say like Haqparast. He messed it up the first time, right? Yes, he did.
Nasrat.
Owe me $1 now.
All right.
We're going to have to move these along.
Nasrat is -105 and Quillen is -115. All right, we'll move it along.
I got to go to bed.
Go.
I like Quillen here. I think Nasrat's really, really good. I think his first layer takedown defense is awesome. He's very sharp. He's very fast. I love his like in and out jab movements. I think Salkild, I think that's how you say his name.
Quillen.
First of all, I've talked about him before because he went insanely viral. The world thinks he's the hottest fighter in MMA.
Okay.
He can only take the reins because I'm out.
You're out.
I'm out. So I'm giving him the title. But he's a very sharp striker. I mean, we've seen this fight with the Hooker fight, right? Same kind of height, build, that same kind of like, touch and go style, making reads. I think the very big difference between
You're comparing Quillen and Hooker?
yes,
This man's crazy.
child's play. I think that Quillen's timing on his takedowns and his jiu-jitsu is better. The way that he will touch with the hands and then duck the level, I think he's going to get Nasrat down, and I think there's going to be a lot of time in his grappling exchanges. Even on the feet, I think he holds his own. I love his front kicks. I love all the stuff he does to kind of keep range and distance. I like Salkild here.
Man, Nasrat is going to beat his ass. Nasrat is going to beat his ass.
Why do you figure?
So Nasrat has always been a good striker, touch and move, really hard to hit, good fundamentals. Like he's shifty. He does the right stuff. He is now sitting down on his punches, and we saw it in his last fight with Estevan. he is sitting and swinging hard and it planting. His cage defense is, his wrestling defense is good. His fight IQ is up there. Like, he is fighting really good guys. And Quillen's striking, although it's not bad, it reminds me of Aliskerov. It's loopy.
It's different. It's not the same. He rips the body shots.
He does. I love his left hook to the body. He's not gonna have the chance to do that as much as against the southpaw. I mean, it's closer, but I think that lead hand is gonna keep him a little bit more at bay than if he were opposite stance or same stance, both of them orthodox.
Maybe I'm deceived. I think this kid's a stud.
I think he has a really good left hook to the body, and I think his striking is very fine against people who aren't great strikers. And I think his wrestling is not amazing. I think he's long and gangly and drags people down with, I think he does a really good job of like fighting to the end on a takedown and scrambling.
You think Nasrat's too lateral, just too springy in the hips?
I think Nasrat is just 100% on another level than Quillen.
I believe it. I mean, he's a very good fighter.
Yeah, I think Nasrat is going to beat his ass. I actually, to the point where and Nasrat is not a strong finisher, but I wouldn't, like, I border on the 30-27 beating or a knockout with Nasrat. Like a
30-26 beating.
No, I just mean
1-10-8.
30-26, 30-27, like a very dominant performance, but even to the point where, like, man, if he hits Quillen with some of the shots that he was hitting Esteban with, Quillen is knocked out.
We have talked about that many times. Ribovic has the biggest head on the planet.
Best chin. Like,
the best chin, and even he got cracked.
Yeah. So, I like Nasrat a lot here.
You got me rethinking life.
All right. Moving along, UFC 321. I don't even know what is next because I've got to pull everything up all over the place.
Are we on the main card now?
We are on main card, yes. So I'm going to pull up
the odds.
You have to use the odds from our dear producer, Camuela. All right. So we've got Alexander Rakic versus Azamat Murzakanov. And Rakic is plus 100 and Murzakanov is minus 120. And here's another fight where there are levels. Like, Murzakanov is beating up people who are nowhere near the level that Rakic is
I'm
fighting.
actually really glad you said that because that was my first instinct.
Yeah.
And then I watched old Rakic tape and I was like, oh no, Murzakanov is going to kill this dude. Then I watched new Rakic tape.
I did the same. And in my head, I was thinking Rakic is just too high level. He's fighting too high level guys. But actually, after watching more Murzakanov, I really like Murzakanov here. And
wow.
Yeah, I really do. And I'm like, man, he hasn't fought anywhere near the level, like blah, 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 the whole bit. And I get it. And then I'm watching him. He is such an educated striker. It's insane. And Rakic punches well. But man, he leaves his chin up. He's hittable. He does a lot of what a lot of really good, a lot of high-level MMA fighters do is they punch well, but they don't, like, you miss a hook and then they're coming back into it instead of missing a hook and finding their exit. And
he is, and this was in his old film, he used to be so insanely robotic. Every movement was like a massive, like you're saying, he was so off balance with everything he did. And now, in the last two fights, he's looked a lot better. But really, his entire offense is jab, inside low kick, jab, inside low kick. That's his whole offense.
Yep. And Murzakanov, he's actually really fast with his hands, and he moves really well. But the thing that he does, and he does it beautifully, is he throws, and then he knows he clinches or puts hands on people. He doesn't give them the chance to I go, you go, to take turns. And he sets stuff up really well. He's a very educated striker. His wrestling defense, we know. I mean, he's Murzakanov. The boy can wrestle. He could never have wrestled a day in his life, and he came out with a singlet on. I mean, he's there. I think just over 3 rounds, I think he's going to consistently land and not get hit back when Rakic tries to go big on everything, and he wants to go in there. And I think Rakic is whatever it is, Rakic. How do you say it? Rakic?
It's the same.
Ratchet. I think he's going to look really good for 4 minutes. And then as the fight continues on, I think those big punches and those big movements are going to get bigger and slower and wider, and Mers is just going to be there and just touch,
But
grab,
Mers doesn't
touch,
have great
touch,
cardio
go.
either. He consistently loses third rounds. And not only that, he's fighting other guys that are bad cardio also.
I absolutely see that. Wouldn't surprise me if he got Ratchet out of there with just, I mean, because he hits hard and Ratchet can just, he's got some durability issues as of late.
I mean, he went full time with Ankalaev.
No, didn't Uncle knock him out? No, he didn't.
He went to the full thing, and he was in there swinging and banging with
Yeah.
him. He honestly, like, here's the part I'm struggling with. Mirzakhanov, I know, is so good. We've talked about it for a long time. One thing that's an issue is I think he's in the wrong weight class. Obviously, he's not big.
Yeah.
He's 5'10", and he's a little bit frumpy. He's not like shredded out. He could be lower. Rakic is huge.
Big boy.
He's 6'4", and he's like crazy jacked and shredded. Not that I think that means a lot. However, I think if we see Rakic go back to wrestling, I think he wins this fight easily. And not for the fact that he's going to have a ton of success, but Rakic does enough. He stays active enough with his jab and his low kick. He is putting up numbers on guys, and he's putting up numbers on guys like Yuri, Ankalaev. Like, these are really good guys. I think there's going to be a massive disparity in the levels here. Although I agree, Mirzakhanov is a way better striker. Even just watching, like, he's gonna draw things out of Rakic. But I think when he slows down, Mirzakhanov slows down, I think is when Rakic is going to start picking up, landing the jab a little more, looking for takedowns. And each takedown attempt, I think, wears on the Mirzakhanov gas tank. I think we see a clear first round for Mirzakhanov, third round for Rakic, and I think it's the second round that we're going to be very in the middle on.
Does Abu Dhabi change anything? That it's over there and drug testing is not what it used to be, and they're just very liberal with everything going on.
Well, if drug testing is not what it used to be, then you got to go Rakic for sure.
Well, I mean,
Mirzakhanov looks like shit.
Yeah, I just mean that Mirzakhanov could maybe get a little better cardio with the help of Lex.
Yeah, but I think, like, no matter what you take, you still have to, like, do the road work. And it's been very obvious his entire career, he never really did the road work. He's a very good puncher. He can wrestle.
He's just big bone.
He just like to drink vodka and fight.
Yeah, I mean, those are genetics. Like,
he's chill. He's a chill guy.
Yeah, he's just a chill guy with bad genetics.
I got
bad Russian
Rakic
genetics.
here.
Okay. Next up, we have Alexander Volkov versus Jaqueline Almeida. And, where'd you go? Volkov is plus 195 and Jaqueline Almeida is minus 230. And I like Almeida here. It's just Volkov is big and he's hard to finish. And even his grappling has gotten better. His defense has gotten his takedown defense has gotten better. I mean, we've seen it like Romanov is more of a Greco guy, but we saw him, shoving the head down and doing a lot of the right stuff. He's got teeps for days. It's Almeida should win it. All right. Almeida should win it by getting him down and doing the right stuff. If he can't finish the first round, do we see a Curtis Blades situation here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
And here's why. Curtis Blades wrestled in college. Like, he's actually like a good high-level wrestler, super mobile.
Yeah.
That Volkov Gane fight, I watched it today for the first time. That was a nightmare fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a disaster. They're just falling all over each other. Gane, we're going to get to him in a minute. He's got to be the dumbest brain inside the best body I've ever seen.
It's insane.
Yeah, let's just do heel hooks because, like, that's what I
literally do. Lost him a world title.
Yeah. I know. I was there for that. It's just ridiculous to me. But Volkov is just a turtle on his back. He's tough to get there sometimes.
It's tough. Yep.
But once he's there,
it's
open season. And I have to believe that if Almeida, he can take down Derek Lewis for 5 rounds, he can do this for 5 rounds, he's going to be able to do it to Volkov. I like Almeida here by a fair bit.
I do. I like Almeida. I worry about that. Like, you want to see him get even more and more further away from that Curtis Blades fight.
Yeah, but Volkov's like kind of slow though. At least Curtis is fast and dynamic.
I feel like Volkov his punching is slow. That could just be because he's so far away that it looks like it takes so long.
It takes forever.
But he has that front kick that I actually think comes up really fast.
Yeah.
Like that little teep coming up. No, I think you're right. I think Almeida gets the takedown. I think he does a lot of stuff well. I think he should win this fight. I just don't have confidence yet in him to move past that 5-7 minute mark without just death gassing out. So that's my worry right there. All right, moving along. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Mario Batista. And Mario is plus 410 and Umar is minus 525. Do you want to go? You want me to go?
Yeah, I'm going to keep this one really short and simple because for me, there's no way you play Umar here. I think Mario's way too talented of a fighter to bet against. But can he beat Umar here is the big question. And I don't know that he can because, you know, all the other fights that I picked Mario, I think he's one of my favorite people to bet on. He does everything right. Unlimited cardio. He's got hate in his heart. Just the way he throws punches and elbows and volume. The kid he's so nasty. But I think Umar is so physically strong on top, and Mario can go down. It's not like he's impossible to take down.
He just does a good job of getting back up against most people.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
I think Umar, though, unfortunately, is so physically strong, and I think the kicks are going to keep Mario at least at bay for a little bit, and he's going to fight that outside range. And then the threat of the takedowns and the top control and the grappling, I think, is just going to be too much to overcome. So for me personally, it's a complete pass fight. I think Umar is going to win, although I think the only way to play this is an entry on Mario live if he's defending takedowns or if he's starting to pick up the volume or Umar's slowing. But 3 rounds also makes this
we've never seen Umar really slow.
We did in the Merab fight.
Yeah, but that was after he broke his hand. And it's Merab. Like
it's Merab. That's the big difference.
It's Merab. Yeah. And so
3 rounds.
That, and I think you're right. I think the biggest thing for me is how does Mario win this fight? Is he going to outbox him?
I think he's got better hands, but getting inside is the issue.
Umar moves and he kicks and he actually has a good jab from the outside. And you said the threat of the takedown. So if Mario presses too much, he's going to risk being taken down, being shot on. So he's got to kind of stay back when now you're at kicking range. So you don't want to be at kicking range. So
with the best kicker in the division. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Umar's wrestling is good. Like he can wrestle. The boy can wrestle. Boy can grapple.
He looks like the strongest human on the planet.
Yeah. Well, maybe next to Merab.
No, he looks stronger than Merab to me.
Nah. No, he doesn't. I like Umar by decision here, but I don't. Yeah. Is that even playable?
Your son is falling asleep in the chair.
Like, yeah, I know. I mean, it's a school night. It's 11 p.m. He's been drinking all night. Like, of course he needs to go to bed.
That's why you hit him earlier. Yeah, you shouldn't have been drinking. You got a dad stash.
All right. Co-main event, Virna Jandiroba at plus 150 against Mackenzie Dern at minus 175. Let's fly through these because it's a school night, folks.
Everybody's tired. Yeah.
Everybody's tired. These two have fought before, and it was a pretty close fight. I mean, they were back and forth in a lot of positions. The thing to think about since they fought is who's improved.
I was just going to say that. You have a one now who's 37 years old.
Yep.
And she was good at the time.
Yeah.
Has she made drastic improvements since then?
All right, so here's the thing. I don't think either of them have. And here's where I'm going with that.
Not Mackenzie?
No. And you watch Mackenzie's last couple fights, she's dropped like one girl, and now all of a sudden she thinks she's Johnny Punch. She thinks she's Derek Lewis over here. Her last fight against Hibas, she is swinging, punching herself off balance, looping all over the place, getting hip tossed, and then she ended up winning at the end. But I was like, man, she looked worse than ever.
Yeah.
And then Virna, I think she hold on. I need to address the camera for this correctly. Virna, I think
Don't do that to her.
No, I'm looking at both of you at the same time. I want to make sure.
She's a great woman.
No, I know.
She's a good woman.
I know. I'm looking where my eyes take me. I can't help that. I like to look at
I think
the
it's kind of
camera and you
attractive,
at the
to be
same
honest.
time. I'm like my rabbit. He looks at the side of his head. He's prey. I just need to make sure that nobody comes out.
My ideal woman keeps one eye on me and one eye on danger at all times.
So Virna, I think her striking has actually gotten a little bit better. More so her defense and her ability to close the distance and clinch than like actual punching and kicking. But her striking has actually improved. Her grappling has always been good. My issue with Virna is I don't know that her wrestling has improved to the point that if she can put Mackenzie on her back
For 5 rounds, she's done.
5 rounds, she wins easily. But we see her like dragging girls down and going for throws and ending up on her back, and then she'll scramble and find her way up. I don't know that she's going to scramble up against Mackenzie.
Everyone she's fought, her jiu-jitsu, it's been disgusting, the disparity in level of jiu-jitsu between her and every girl she's fought until now.
Yes. But Mackenzie on her back against Virna, that's a loss.
I still like Virna in jiu-jitsu over Mackenzie.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I mean. If Virna's, but I like whoever's on top in that matchup. I don't think either of them have good wrestling. I don't think Mackenzie has good wrestling defense, and I don't think Virna has good wrestling offense. So there's that. And then I think swinging, I think punching, Mackenzie wins. Okay, of course she has the better power, and she's more willing to trade.
She puts a lot of volume out there.
She does. Here's my issue with that. With that, I think that gives Virna the chance to easily close the distance and grab her a lot because of how off balance she is. And so I think a lot of these things kind of negate. Here's my thought. I think Virna is going to be less off balance and she's going to clinch more. And I like Virna to win it because I think Mackenzie's skills have deteriorated. And I think she's just so wild now. And I think they want Mackenzie to win. Of course they do. Want Mackenzie to win. She is the girl, and everybody should know this. And I think Virna is going to get the upset by everyone expecting Mackenzie's jiu-jitsu. Because remember, I mean, Mackenzie was a phenomenal world champion, but a long time ago. She's been MMA-ing it for a long time,
and it's very different.
It's very different.
And we talked about this like. At the time, I used to have a friend who used to do a lot of sparring with her and stuff, and she would show me the videos, and this girl's a lot smaller than her, and would put her on her back, and it was a different game. Yeah. And that girl's got nowhere near the accolades of Mackenzie. Yeah. It's just different.
I think Virna wins it on being physical and just not off balance, not doing dumb shit.
Her cardio is not good, though.
No, it's not.
It's not good. And here's the issue. I think that Mackenzie's jiu-jitsu obviously is good enough to not get submitted for a round, 2 rounds. She's good enough to cause off balancing. She's good enough to cause danger. She throws up submission. She is dangerous in her guard. I do agree with you. Virna on top, she's going to win the round for sure. But I think it's round 2 when Mackenzie's going crazy and attacking and just being Mackenzie. I think round 3 now is very hard for Virna, and every round starts on the feet. And that bad offensive wrestling, I think, gets worse each round. And Mackenzie, the one, she's green and not very technical and whatever else, but she is relentless.
She is, but she doesn't work on her wrestling, and she never wrestles. And
I think she's going to hurt. I think she's going to hurt her on the feet. I think there's going to be a time where Virna is like, exhausted, and Mackenzie's gonna be like, all right, let's go, and just start swinging on her. Honestly, I think this is a youth fight, youth, age, beauty, all that stuff. I think Mackenzie's gonna end up winning.
Oh, and we went beauty. I thought you were
honestly Virna more my type than Mackenzie, to be honest with you.
All right, main event: Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. Aspinall is -400. Cyril Gane is +300. Take it away.
It's weird. I'm sorry, guys. The breakdowns are short this week. I just don't have a lot.
Well, they weren't. We spent 38 minutes on Hamdy, and so we got to speed this up.
I shot my shot at a hinge girl, and I just got the text right now.
Oh, nice. How'd it go?
My little picture got the text. So,
all right.
So we in it. I like her. She's a little fire breather. I like her. I just think, all right, here's the deal. I think Gane is phenomenally talented. We just talked about this. I think he's got one of the most physical, athletic bodies for heavyweight. I've never really seen someone move quite like him. Even Aspinall moves amazing. I don't think
Aspinall is fast, but he's white, so he doesn't have the rhythm.
That's right.
He's fast, but he can't dance.
That's right. And yeah, that's right. I don't trust Cyril Gane over the course of 5 rounds to just not make a mistake. And I think that the main talking point that a lot of people are going to talk about is Tom Aspinall's cardio. We also don't know if it's bad or if it's good. And everything that he's shown me so far, one, he picks his shots really well. He's got very good feints, very good timing, very good power, but he also fights very reserved. He's not going crazy. Yeah. He's just very precise. And I have to look at a guy like that who's at a world champion level. He's training with other guys now. Ante Delasia, however you say his name. That guy's got hands. That's crazy. Just getting in work with him every day. I have to imagine Tom Aspinall can do everything. He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's been doing it since he was a kid. His double leg on Arlovsky was really nice. You can tell he knows what he's doing from the top position. I don't trust Gane on his back. I mean, and he's jumping for guillotines and he's going for heel hooks. And on the feet, I love his front kick. I think that's going to be a big deal in the fight, is just keeping the range. His little, just his little shots. Who knows if the grappling's even a thing? But I also think that Tom is very good at closing the space with his hands, and I think he's going to hurt Gane a lot of times and force Gane to almost panic wrestle, something like that. And I think ultimately Tom's going to get him out of there.
Yeah, I think what Gane has going for him is what you said, is the teeps, but also a jab. He has a really good jab and good lateral movement, and
he's
good
very
distance.
educated striker.
He's very
amazing.
good educated striker. He really is. He really is. It's gorgeous to watch. I think he's just going against a faster, more dynamic guy, and we don't really know how Tom's chin is because we've never really seen him take a beating, but we've seen Cyril get hurt. We've seen Cyril get hurt
on more than one occasion against
Cyril
bad strikers.
Get taken down. We've seen Cyril in good positions and jump to bad positions, and we've never seen Tom Aspinall do anything bad. We saw him hurt his knee, and you know what I mean. And so I don't know that everything we've seen from Tom Aspinall says he's the one, and we've seen so much stuff from Cyril Gane that says he's not. And I think you're right. I think Tom is gonna get the finish. I could honestly see a knockout or a submission. The biggest thing though is going to be I think the cardio is going to be a factor. And here's the thing: is not that that his actual cardio will be or not, but main event, the adrenaline for a world title fight, like how does he react if it does get into the third and fourth and fifth round? Like, how does he look? We've never seen him past a minute of round two. Like,
and it is concerning.
And not only cardio, but we saw it with like Joe Pyfer, right? With when he fought the Joker, and we saw him look great, and then he slowed down, but it didn't look like he death gassed. It just looked like he was kind of expecting Hermansson to die, and he didn't. And he didn't really know like what to do after he hit him with everything.
It's also kind of a weird rhythm too, is when you're a really dynamic and a really good striker, but you only have like a certain arsenal. Like you just have a jab and a right hand. And then once you've hit him with everything you could do with just those two weapons, you're like, all right, now I got to mix in a hook, but I've never practiced that before.
How many people have we talked about in this podcast over the years that were like, oh, they pull right hand. And we're like, well,
Danny Barlow, didn't I call this last week? All he does is a pull left hand,
What happened in that fight? I didn't see it.
Exactly what we talked about.
What's his name? Decisioned him.
Jordan Santos.
Yes.
Because what happened was Danny Barlow's unbelievable out of pull left hand. Boom, cracks him. And actually, Danny impressed me in that fight. He was throwing kicks and he was looking really good. But ultimately, what happened is just that
if you don't land your big shot 2 or 3 times, once, knock him out,
then what?
Then it comes. Do you throw the hook? But you don't know how to throw a hook. You need
I've never
a jab,
practiced
but you don't need a jab.
before.
Then Cyril Gane starts teeping and kicking and knocking the legs out. Well, I don't really check kicks because everyone dies beforehand.
I'm with you. Like, honestly, there's going to be, I think Cyril Gane makes a lot of mistakes, but there's certainly a live bet opportunity here. If you start to see you can see this shift.
I think with all the mistakes that Tom Aspinall might make and all of the ways that Cyril Gane can capitalize on them, which we don't know yet, but I think that Tom will always be able to get Cyril to the ground. I think he will be able to get him to the ground or at least close the distance. And Cyril Gane isn't death touching everybody. He's going the distance with Rosenstruck, with just a bunch of guys.
That's how he can keep his cardio, though, because he doesn't really throw everything into every punch.
And Tom is sending people to the upside down world. And
it looks like on accident, though. He doesn't even look like he's putting much effort
up. So I like Tom here. That's it.
That's a Potter.
That's it.
That's a night Potter with no alcohol, positive vibes, great producer. It's a pleasure. And this is your retirement episode.
That's it. I'm out.
Well, we're out. Thanks for tuning in.